What's up, guys? We are back, and I'm looking at some more NBA plays today over on PrizePicks. We've had an awesome run. We have hit 7 of my last 9 plays. We got royally screwed yesterday in Josh Hart. He went over, and they took a rebound back, and he didn't play another minute because of a blowout. So we got hooked yesterday after a stat correction. Absolutely sucked. But we've been really hot in these YouTube videos, and especially over in the DubClub. Let's stay cashing with more winners in this video. You hit the like code in yesterday's video, so we have 3 plays in this video. If you want another play in tomorrow's video, aka 3 plays, make sure you guys get this video to 200 likes, and I will drop a 3rd play tomorrow also. But while you're down there, you may as well subscribe to the channel also. That way you can get in on some more plays from me. But before we get to these plays here over in the YouTube video, don't miss out on joining the DubClub. Join right now for free in my description. There is a 2-day free trial available. This will give you access to all of my plays sent straight to your phone. You also get access to the Discord chat where you can talk to me and other members, as well as getting plays from my contributors here like Props. I also plan on adding another contributor today, actually, so we'll have a brand new guy in the Discord, I believe today, posting some more plays for you guys. But this 2-day free trial is not the only option in my description. You can also join for the next month for only $15, which is $20 off your first month. So if you'd rather join right now and for cheaper, this is the better option. Or you could also just try it for 2 days. And if you don't like it, you could just cancel it. But these are our profit numbers this year in the NBA and the NHL. Over 80 units of profit in the NBA. Over 54 units of profit in the NHL. These are our profit numbers this year to put it into perspective. If you had $50 on each play, you'd be over $6,000 of profit so far this year between the NBA and the NHL. So don't miss out any longer, because we also have the MLB coming back in about 7 days, a week from today. We have the MLB back, so I'm super excited about that because the MLB is right up there, neck and neck with my best sport being the NBA. So we crush the MLB every single season. There's a lot of guys that have been in my DubClub that will tell you that. So I'm just absolutely ecstatic that we are getting the MLB back in a week from today. So let's get to these plays. Make sure you play responsibly at your own risk. Leave a like on the video and subscribe. I really appreciate it. The most important thing, though, is having those post notifications on so that we can get in before these lines get bumped or get removed. Now let's get to these plays here. The first play I like here on the PrizePicks board is going to be over in the assist category. That's because tonight I like Giannis over 6 assists here on the PrizePicks board. If you're on a sportsbook, I don't mind the plus odds. If you're getting plus money on it, I really don't. Probably plus 105 is where I'd probably say. But I know some places offer it at plus 100. But I think the 6 number on PrizePicks is just very good. And I'll explain why here. So Giannis here has been over this in 52% of games this year. He's had at least 6 in 52% of games so far this year. And he's also been under this in 3 straight games. So why do I like the over so much here? It's, of course, the matchup. The matchup here against the Pacers is absolutely awesome. He's been over this in 3 of his last 4 games against them. And just last game here, he still had 13 potential assists against them where he had 5 assists. He only had 3 more the game before where he dropped 11 assists there. So really his teammates just need to hit their shots and he'd be going over his line here. But the 13 potential assists here are very telling. So that's awesome. That's what we love to see here. And in games where he plays, 30 plus minutes, he's been pretty good this year, over in 54% of games. It's a 2.5 point spread, so this game should stay close and competitive. But what's so important here about the matchup here, though, is that the Pacers kind of like to crash in on Giannis and just really defend him. And it's pretty telling here, considering the game before he dropped all those assists, he dropped 64 points. So ever since he did that, they have really been trying to stop him on defense and force other guys to beat them, which has resulted in Giannis passing the ball a lot more. And it's pretty evident if you look at his numbers here compared to the games around when he's played the Pacers here. They just play him so much more aggressively and force him to pass a lot more. And I don't see them changing that, considering how the last 4 games have gone. They've done it in 4 straight games. So I think they're just going to do it this kind of the same thing again here. They're, of course, going to be without Bobby Portis here, who's suspended, though. He has been pretty good without him this year. If you look at the 5.5 number, he's had at least 6 in 9 out of 16 games. And if you change the minutes here to games where he plays at least 30 minutes, he's over in 9 out of 13. So I think he's in a great spot. I really do. The matchup against Pacers is pretty good, like I said. But against power forwards this year, they rank 8th in assists allowed per game at 4.1. But he does pass a lot more than other power forwards, out there. So give me Giannis over his assists tonight at 6. I think it's a really good spot here for this matchup. I think we are getting a little bit of a lower line here because of these last 3 games, which is just going to result in Giannis hopefully dishing out the ball a little bit more and just giving us a nice little discount on this line. Before I get to my next play here, if you're not already on Sleeper, it's one of the best apps out there right now for not only how the app works, but also the payouts and also their welcome offers. First off, when you join, I believe you get a free square and you also get a first-time deposit match up to $100 if you use my promo code DOMG. It's 18 years and older and available in most states, especially if PrizePicks is in your state. There's a very good chance the Sleeper is in your state. They also have some awesome payouts here. Like if you look at the top 2 plays on the board today, Donovan Mitchell and Derrick Jones, it paid at a 3.1x on Sleeper compared to a 3x over on PrizePicks. They also have promos all the time for all users, by the way. Like right now, we have a $5 protected pick. They also have discounts nearly every single day. It's insane how many different discounts and things like that they offer on this app. It's one of, if not probably the best app out there right now in DFS. So get it for yourself in my description. use promo code DOMG to get that first deposit match up to $100. I believe you also should get a free square. Getting into my next play here, this one's going to be over in a couple of different categories here because I like Thompson for a lot of different categories here, but he's bumped up a ton compared to when I posted him over in the DubClub because he was at 5.5 rebounds on the board here on PrizePicks. Now it's a 6.5 Goblin, and then he also had the 7.5 rebounds and assists, which has since been bumped up to 8.5. So there's a couple different things you could take here. I don't hate the PRA, but it's been bumped up since 18.5 up to 20.5. So really, I would say either play this on a different app at 5.5 rebounds or 7.5 rebounds and assists, or I would, maybe pivot to the PRA here over on PrizePicks at 20.5. But it's up to you because you could also just eat the Goblin here at 4.5 rebounds. So I'm going to leave this up to you. Depends on what type of payout that you want. And I'm going to show you guys all these different plays and you can figure out which one you want to take. But I am a big Thompson guy today. So start off here with we'll start with the Goblin here at 4.5 rebounds. And then we'll pivot over to the 20.5 PRA if you're looking for a main square here. But I did play this one at 5.5 on PrizePicks as well as 7.5 rebounds and assists. But he's covered at least 5 rebounds here in 58% of games this year, including 5 straight games as you see there. And he gets to play Washington today, who's a really nice matchup, especially for these types of forwards here. But as a whole, they rank dead last in rebounds allowed per game at 48.2. And in the past year against Washington. But I think this is really a nice type of buy low spot considering he's coming off of 2 games with foul trouble. He's had only 18 and 21 minutes the last 2 games, which might be why we're getting a little bit of a lower line here. Because the games where he plays at least 22 minutes, he's over in 73% of games. And when he sees his normal 25 plus minutes, he's over in 10 out of 13 games. And if you bump this up just one more minute to 26, he's over in 8 out of 9. So he's been very good this year when he just sees those full amounts of minutes. Those are 14.5 point favorites here. He's a lot better in wins this year. When they win, he's over in 65%. And again, if you bump up those minutes there to like 22 plus, over in 12 out of 16. And then with 25 plus minutes over in 7 out of 8. Some of those games also factored in Javen Ivey playing, by the way. So in games without Jaden Ivey, it goes up even more to 63% there. And again, bump up those minutes there and it just gets even better. So as long as he stays out of that foul trouble, as long as this game is not a complete blowout, I think that Thompson will be able to clear this line relatively easily. This line's just really low compared to the minutes that he's been seeing as of late. So I think as long as he's going to be seeing those, closer to 30 minutes, which I think he will be seeing again today without that foul trouble, he'll probably be seeing at least 25. I think he's going to be able to cover this line relatively easily. That's why I like his rebounds so much. But if you're preferring to take the PRA, I think this PRA is also a very nice spot. Because kind of the same types of reasons here. Like if you look at him when he plays like 22 minutes, over 55% of games. At home, it goes up a ton also to 67%, as you see there. You also factor in games where they win, where it goes up, of course, when you factor in some of those minutes. He's had a pretty good history against Washington, although these games are not from this year. None of these games are, but he's had 22 and 24 PRA in 2 out of the 3 games. So I think he's in a great spot because, again, Washington's also just a great matchup. I mean, you look how they rank in these PRA categories, dead last in points per game allowed and rebounds allowed per game. So overall, it should be a really nice matchup for Thompson for whichever stat that you want to take. It's really up to you if you want to take the Goblin for the less payout, but the better odds of hitting, in my opinion. Or you could take the 20.5 PRA. It's really up to you. But I was able to personally lock in the 7.5 rebounds and assists and 5.5 rebounds, and so is the DubClub. So since you did the like over in yesterday's video, we have a third play in this video. If you want a third play tomorrow, again, get this video to 200 likes, and I'll drop a third play tomorrow. We're going with our guy here that we've been taking for our bonus play in these videos here, Darius Garland. Over 1.5 3-point makes here. Garland has been a king when it comes to being at home and his 3-point makes, especially at that 1.5 line. So Darius Garland this year at his 1.5 3-point makes here is over this in 83% of games this year. So already a monster hit right there. It is an 18.5 point spread, so there is a very, very high blowout potential here. But I think you can knock these ones down early. He's cashed this in the first quarter for us before. And if you look at how he's been at home this year, the hit rate goes from 83% all the way to 97%. He's only missed this in one single game this year at home. And you also factor in some minutes, by the way, because that game was a massive blowout where he only played 25 minutes. So, of course, if you bump that up to even more than 25 minutes here, he's over in every single game this year. So he's been very, very good at this line, especially at home. And even just as a whole, when he plays, competent like 28 plus minutes here, he's cashed us in at least 20 straight games besides this most recent here against Milwaukee. He's got a good history against Brooklyn. Also, he's played them 3 times this year where he's had 2 in every single game. They comes with 32, 24, and 29 minutes. So he's in a great spot here. They rank 10th in 3-point makes allowed per game, so are a bit of a tougher matchup. The point guards, though, get slightly better at 11th, allowing 3.1 per game. It's good enough for him to hit at least 2 threes, in my opinion. I think Garland's in a great spot. So, really simple breakdown, though. He's just very, very good at home, and when he plays competent minutes, he crushes this line. So, Garland's in a great spot here, and it's not too terrible matchup, which he's also covered in the past 3 times already this year. I don't see why he can't do it a 4th time. So, give me Garland over 1.5 3-point makes here as the bonus play today. If you were to pair this one, by the way, with the normal plays from this video or some normal squares on PrizePicks, it would actually pay out about a 3.75x over on PrizePicks. Not too shabby of a payout for what I think the type of value that I think Garland offers. I'm not done with the free plays yet, but a couple reminders here. Don't miss out on joining the DubClub. There's a 2-day free trial available in my description, or join for the next month for only $15. We have crushed it this year in the NBA and in the NHL. And we also have, with the MLB coming back in 7 days, I'm so excited also, so we can factor in some MLB profits into this also. We've profited every year in the MLB since I've been posting, so I'm super excited for that. But before we end the video, let's get some more free plays here from the Daily Grind tool. This here shows off the best bet to value plays on an app like PrizePicks or Underdog. Right now, there's some crazy UFC value on the board, as you see here. But that's probably gone by now because this tool is super quick in finding that really awesome value before PrizePicks takes it off the board. And you see here that they like some CSGO value right now. They like some League of Legends. They like some other value like in the NBA. They also have some MLB lines already up here. So actually get some MLB plays posted very soon here to the DubClub. This tool is awesome. It really shows off some of the best bet value plays and super fast, super easy. They also offer it for a ton of different apps, as you can see here. And if you want to find 2-bit power play on PrizePicks, it's super easy to do so. Click on Plus TV Plays and filter down to 2-bit power play, or same with a 5-pick or a 6-pick flex. Get this tool for yourself in my description. Click on the Face Bundle and scroll down. Use promo code DOMG. But we're not done because they have another tool separately called the AI Sub Generator. And this was over 2,000 units of profit since last year, and it has 14 subs currently on the board for apps like PrizePicks and for Underdog. Right now on PrizePicks, they love this value right now on the board. There's some UFC as well as some NBA and some MLB here with Damian Lillard and Tyrese under assists, as well as Yamamoto under strikeouts here in the MLB. So it's an awesome tool. Get it for yourself in my description. Click on the slip generator and then scroll down and use promo code DOMG yet again. Thank you for watching. I'll see you hopefully in the next video. Best of luck. If you want to make over $5,000 profit on PrizePicks, watch this video on your screen right now.